When did you first acquire property?
It would have been about 15 years ago.
Okay.
My dad brought me out here. He knew I wanted a place that was away from everything, something remote. And I was driving down the road and we get out to look and I'm like, oh my, what? I love it. Like horse flies and mosquitoes everywhere. But I loved it because it was so plush with trees and green and felt almost like a tropical paradise in a weird way. I spent a lot of my money out here. My business manager doesn't love it, but I'm like, you don't get it, man. You don't get it. I'd rather buy tractors and attachments for my tractors than some Ferrari in Los Angeles.
Yeah, right.
This is where I get a lot of joy. As soon as I see that water when I come off that road, my blood pressure drops about 25%. I think anytime you're in the woods or anywhere, you know, close to nature, it does something for your soul.
Yeah.
So this is the first bit of property that I bought. This is 12 acres. It goes back there a little ways, all that area that we cleared off, and I'll show you how the rest of it sort of took shape. So this is the first cabin that we bought. This thing, we've since resided it. It had no electricity, no water, but we've since brought water. That's a well right there.
Which was an enormous deal.
I have 3 wells out here, and that's huge because you probably know that I am a bit of a doomsday prepper. And I think water is gonna be something it's gonna be in desperate need at some point. Hopefully not, but that could be the case. So just having these wells is huge. You want some? It's right out of the ground, man.
All right, sure.
Okay, so this is the, like I said, the first structure that I had up here. This place is like the Four Seasons now compared to what it was. We literally pulled up the whole floor and found just carcasses of raccoons and mice and mouse and all the stuff underneath the floor. Found, I think this is that's a skunk skeleton that we found down there. Look at this, I wanna show you this little bit, this is cool. So when we took the roof off this thing, on top of the ceiling there was this old insulation, looked like sawdust, I forget what they call it. But underneath that insulation was this newspaper from 1950. These are all like original newspapers that we found. So I decided to use it as a wallpaper, and you can see like, I don't know, Chef Boyardee, 15 cents.
That's crazy.
Washers and dryers for like 80 bucks.
Cream corn, 17 cents?
Cream corn, 17 cents. It's like a little time capsule.
How much you think you acquired all the property for, and how much you now have into it?
What I acquired it for is a fraction of what I put into it. I'll tell you, I got this property for $75,000. The first bit was $75,000. I think I paid $100 for the other half because it had the cabin. It's worth so much more now because, you know, property's gone up, and also it's a much nicer cabin than it was. Yeah. And you know, we're talking about 26 acres on the lake and a lot of the woods, so it's coveted these days. I'm never gonna sell it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm gonna pass this down to my son. My son will pass it down to his kids, hopefully. So this is the first food plot that we built. It was, we cleared it out last year. So we planted chicory, clover. I never hunted growing up, so, you know, part of being out here, I have this fear of, you know, having to move out here and live off the land. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I just feel like it's a skill that I need to learn how to do. Get a deer, field dress the deer, and, you know, this is part of doing that, is creating a space where the deer will come and forage all the acorns and the clover and, you know, turnips and radishes and all that kind of stuff that you can plant.
So what role did that Patriots book play into your thinking?
A lot. Patriots, A Guide to Surviving the Coming Collapse, I think it's called. We live in a really delicate society where, you know, when we lose our cell phones, we're all going to lose our goddamn minds.
Right.
If the market crashes, we can't get our hands on fuel or food. I just wanted a place to be able to get away to until things get back to normal. Who knows if that'll ever happen, but, you know, it's fun. It's a fun thing to pretend is going to happen. Okay, so this is one of the old things that's left over that I couldn't get rid of. I haven't cleaned it, so I apologize, but this thing is an operational, it's a functioning outhouse. You don't see one of those every day. So if you need that tomorrow morning.
Still has a nice stench to it.
Yes, it does.
How long was this the only toilet system here?
That's all we had for the first couple years. The significant others didn't love that.
Was that all you had in the winter, too? Or like, did you spend a winter up here with just an outhouse?
Yeah, one winter. 5 years ago when we first started dating Audra, she had to go in the middle of the night use the bathroom. Crawling through. You know, I can imagine snow this deep.
Oh no.
So we were just at the first property that I bought, and
right.
then shortly after that, about a year or two later, this one came up for sale. And it was right next to the other one. It's this beautiful little red cabin that was sitting there. It had electricity, no water. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, so we fixed this one up a little bit. It's a great little guest cabin.
Not a bad view.
Right? Look at a little froggy here. Oh, there you go. From the time my son was about 3 until 2 years ago, this is where we stayed. This is the original wood right here. That's just a wood wall. There's no insulation in there, so it takes a lot. So you've got this, you've got your wood-burning stove there.
Yeah.
And there's also floor heaters that we put in. You can keep it really cozy. So this is what I call Duhamel's Dive. Audra came up with this idea. We don't use this cabin very often unless somebody's staying in here, so I was like, we should use this for like when the kids are sleeping. Put the football game on, we'll turn on our little neon signs, we'll pump some music, I'll put speakers in down here so it's like a little dive bar. Let me show you this. So I'll go out here in the winter and take a chainsaw and cut a circular hole in the ice. And for New Year's, we have a big party, and to bring in the new year, we hop in this wood-burning sauna. And so you heat up in here, and then you go down here, and you jump in the ice hole.
Oh, shut
Yeah.
up. That's
We had the
brutal.
snowmobiles lighting it up. Everybody had a bottle of tequila. You have to take a shot, and you jump in. Happy New Year. We're 30 miles away from any, civilization, so we got to make our own fun. We should go jump off that dock.
I'll do it if you do
Super slow-mo. We'll do it. I'm happy to do it.
I'm game if you are.
All right. Right now? I don't have any shorts
Builds
on.
character.
Now you're daring me to do it.
That's okay. If you want to whip out, I get it.
I will do it actually. I'm challenging you, Graham. Here we go. Ready? Woo! Never dare Graham Bensinger to do anything because he'll do it.
That wakes you up.
So there we go. You did it. Congratulations.
You brought it up.
Now you got to come back out here in January and do it with me.
Jet ski?
Jet ski, let's go. That was fun.